And now we're at the future location down in the basement, a little bit more soundproof, so the wife can sleep without interrupting your games. I mean, your games without interrupting. Yeah, that.
So, long story short, this used to be my weight room. Particle board walls and just ridiculous. So we bucked up a little money, had it redone, and thinking of it as a future game room.
Now, when you thought of this as a future game room, was that in the proposal to spending the money to fix this room, and she completely went along with it, or did you have to make a compromise that you're not going to admit?
Surprisingly, yeah. She did go along with it, because ultimately the game room upstairs, my wife's pregnant, so do the math, gotta have a room for the kid.
And down here just doesn't seem right.
No.
Baby monitor wouldn't work through the lead pipes.
Seems like the gimp from Pulp Fiction. So we're going to make the game room upstairs the nursery and move me to the basement, which I'm completely fine with. As we all know, we work better in the dark.
And the cold.
And the cold, correct.
And so do the games.
Yes, yes. So I hear. So that's the long and short of it.
Now, I didn't notice one flaw already. And it's dark outside, so most everybody else probably wouldn't. There's a window, and it's not covered up yet.
It will be.
It will
That's
be.
Easy.
Yeah, it's tiny. People could fit through that. Go ahead. Okay,
Maybe.
small people. But that's okay. Children can't reach that high.
True.
This could be your safe room.
Could be.
Go ahead.
True. Very true. Tossing around the idea of flat panel LCD versus a projector. I guess we're going to test pilot the projector tonight.
Bam.
And see how things go from there.
I meant to bring the LCD TV, but I accidentally sold it before I came.
That happens.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
It was worth it.
Good.
So, you haven't decided on which wall surface yet, correct?
Correct.
Over there we got... Oh, this camera's not picking that up too well, but basically there's a lump coming down for the shaft, or the cooling vents, or whatever. And we got an electrical outlet on the wall there, and the other option was this wall over here, which has the thermostat at another electrical outlet, but it does have a big open area near the corner. This one would be way out of the picture because it has both the window and the electrical outlet. So both this one and this one would require a drop-down screen to make perfect sense. And you could go the route of both LCD TV and projector with a drop-down screen. You could have them both sitting in the same place, the drop-down screen dropping down only inches in front of the TV. If you wanted to be a real redundant prick, you could have them both displaying the same image at the same time and play, quote, 3D Commodore 64.
Yep. Which would be ridiculous.
Yeah. Can you imagine playing Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man at the same time?
No.
No?
That would make me gay.
Or Hermaphrodite Pac-Man.
Fair enough.
Okay. Let's say we do go with this wall over here. Would you have the room, do you think, to put the TV there and the systems, or would you be running wire? And what I'm thinking right now is if you do put a TV there with a screen in front of it, it would be easier to keep the systems back here, even though you have the controllers, plug them all into audio-video selector switches, and run merely one wire for audio and video to the TV over there.
True.
And then you could actually, and this is really nerdy, have some sort of splitter or a second audio-video selector working backwards so that not only are you selecting what system to play, but then the second one selects which source, whether it be the projector or the TV, which would then negate the possibility of doing that redundant 3D gaming I was mentioning earlier, but that's not even funny twice. So let's go ahead and dim the lights and see how this looks. Oh, well, I'm trying to get perspective here. On this camera, you can't really see how big that really is, so I'm going to put the lights up a little bit more. There, now you can see how tall. This is what, a 7-foot room for floor to ceiling?
Yeah,
something like that. And that image looks like it's taken up 6 feet of it. 5 feet at least. That's freaking awesome. Turn the lights up a little bit more.
Ancient gamer should remember Impossible Mission.
Impossible Mission, not Mission Impossible. This is the one where every time you fell, it made that horrible scream, right? Yeah, I had nightmares about that. Strangely enough, the same night that I was tested for ADD. Well, if you were to put the screen's on this wall over here. The only downsides that I can think of... you know what? I can't think of any. Because if you do it this way, then you don't necessarily trap yourself.
Nah.
I'm trying to figure out what I was about to say. Basically, because we're not just putting the systems in here, we're also going to move down all of the games, the video collection, the decor, and you've got to find a place for all of it. Now, obviously, the decor on the walls is not a big deal once you decide on where to put the TV and the projector. But what is a big deal is in what manner, shelves, cupboards, drawers, are you planning on keeping the games down here? Maybe to display them, to show them off how geeky you are, like a transparent case, or whatnot. But you would have to decide where to put them. And right now, the logical choice would be to the right here. Because if you were playing over there, the only thing you would want to your left would be either a bare wall or I don't know what. But for somebody to pick a new game and not interrupt you while you're playing, getting in front of your screen would be key. Not that they would get to pick, since this is your domain.
Right.
What else? Right now we have the LCD projector just on a desk, but you can also ceiling mount it if it weren't... let me show you here. These kinds of tiles. Oh wow, you can still see that in the light. That's awesome. But still, we all prefer the dark. Yeah. You can mount it on the ceiling, you can put it on the floor, which is actually kind of stupid. I would keep the video game systems away from that heater. Yeah. So if we put like a really comfy couch right here, mounted that on a shelf, like you mentioned earlier, on the wall, had the gaming systems right over there, and then it wouldn't matter if they were wireless or wired controllers, because we all know wireless controllers take longer. Suck it. Just adapt, babies. Oh, I can't do a sword lunge with Halo 2 because I'm using a wireless controller. Yeah. Halo 2 can eat Impossible Mission's ass. You know what this reminds me of? Hit me later. Elevator.
Elevator action.
That one. Yeah. I really like that one. I can't remember too much about it, but... Alrighty. I guess that's it for now. The pros down here. More room. It may not look like it from the camera, but let me just back up here. Believe me, there's more room. More ceiling room. No ceiling fan with which to decapitate yourself or scalp. Let's see what else. It's downstairs. It's directly underneath the living room, right? Not the master bedroom? Whereas the other one was directly above the master bedroom, was it not? Okay. So sound being eliminated from the master bedroom, so the wife and possibly child can sleep. It's furthest away from the child. That's super, because sleep for them is precious. Right. And when they're sleeping, your sleep is precious. What other pros? The lighting, dimming it. That way you can just barely see the buttons in case you're a noob and you don't already memorize that triangle is the same thing as Y. New carpet, yeah. Well, that wasn't a pro, or that wasn't a con before. You can fit bigger furniture. You can fit bigger selection of games in the way to display them. You can fit a bigger screen. Oh, that's the biggest pro. The cons of being down here, though, is the dangerous staircase and the chance of hitting your head off of that. We'll just put padding there, right? Yeah. Another pro. It's right next to the stock of munchies and drinks. Alcoholic, yeah.
Ooh.
Alcohol down here? Yeah, okay. Yep, there, I see it now. Yeah. Alcohol and gaming. Remember, when your games get boring, make them harder. Oh my god. F-Zero drunk. Woo!
Fantastic.
272 kilometers an hour. Or,
like
or was it 1,500 kilometers an hour?
I forget.
Yeah, it was fast. Like, I honestly just turned off my peripheral vision and focused on the thing in the center of the screen.
Which one is this?
Okay, what about cons? I can't really think of too many cons down here other than hitting your head on the stairs and that heater thing over there. But that heater is controlled by this thermostat, correct?
Correct.
Independently from all others? So we may as well just ignore that that's there. And that window we can just cover up with, I don't know, stolen license plates, Hooter memorabilia, whatever. And what's that jack on the wall? Is that phone line or is that? Oh, you mean it's not network? No. Speaking of which, you never told us how you were planning on keeping internet connection to certain game systems down here. Cable. So currently, the cable modem is where?
Up.
Off
the office.
In the office. And the office is the only thing with internet?
Router.
But is the office currently the only thing with internet?
No. The Wii has internet.
Oh, the Wii does have internet. And it's using wireless?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's internal for the Wii, right?
Right.
But if ever you get a PS3, if somebody were to give you one and make you promise not to throw it away, okay, then...
It's asking a lot.
Yeah. It's like, are you sure? Because it's taking up space. Or even the Nintendo, or not the Nintendo, the Xbox 360. You can get the wireless adapter for that. And believe me, I've used it. It works just fine. What game is this?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's cool.
Fire Lord.
It looked like a cross between Pitfall and Willow.
Oh my god, Willow for the...
Willow. That thing, like, those little midgets, I could never figure out when they were there and when they weren't there. Pit stop. Not Pitfall, right?
Right.
Right. Turn these down a little bit. Did that say Silicon Warrior?
Mm-hmm.
Was he attack with microchips or boobies? Wow. You know what? I might just leave this projector here, and then you just tell me when you're done with it. I don't get it. What's the point of this? Are you kidding? Does something shoot?
I think it does. Oh wait, you know what? I had to set the number of computer opponents.
So that was an inevitable winning game right there that you were just playing? And did that help your self-esteem just now?
No.
No. Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording because I think we're done. Unless you have any other pros, cons, comments?
No.
No? All right. Video games rule.